we get to Dufton? I think we arrived at like 4:30.
4:30. Had a power nap for half an hour.
That was bliss.
By the side of the road.
By the side of the
You
Just trying to keep moving really, like not going too fast, but I think we're all getting a little bit tired now, aren't we? And just trying to keep going because we don't want to be too slow either, because we're aware of timings, but I think we're doing pretty good.
We've had just 30 minutes sleep since we started, so we're looking forward to a couple of hours at Alston, I think. It's all about food and sleep.
Next stop, Great Start.
It's a mixture of things, isn't it? It's a bit of a personal challenge, just keeping going, just being on your feet for that amount of time. I think we're all used to doing like a long walk, but we have a nice sleep in between, and the weather, although I think we've been blessed. I've been walking sort of a long time but never really done anything long distance, and I walked the Pennine Way a couple of years ago, but I did it over a few weeks. So to do a big part of it that, you know, near where I live, to me is a big achievement, and seeing all those special bits of the Pennine Way like near where I live, it's just, I think it's a really special race, so we'll see how far I get, but yes, enjoying things so far, but yes, it is tough.
I think we're getting there. Having a good time. Hopefully we're getting there. We bivvied out on the just beyond High Cup Nick.
A bit drafty.
And it was just us and the sheep.
We couldn't go any further, could we? We were knackered.
Yeah.
We're splitting it up into sections and bivvying out every night. We're treating it as like a multi-stage type event. That's the plan.
Have a bit of a pit stop in Alston and then carry on.
I had a bit of a headache. I popped a couple of paracetamol. Legs are good. I think I've had about 15 minutes kipped. A couple of nightmares last night, but other than that, really enjoying it. Not too much wind. You know, the mist's lifted now, so we can actually see where we're going a bit on the tops. Yeah, get a couple of these climbs out of the way, down to Alston, get some lasagna.
I'm worn out. It's been a long night, but I'm going to try and find somewhere to have a sleep soon, I think. Hopefully get re-energised. I just like picking off challenges really, so I fancied having a go at this one. I'm beginning to regret that decision now.
Yeah, I've not seen anybody all night actually, so I don't know where everybody else is now, but I think we're well spread out. Yeah, legs, feet, knees, everything's all right. I've just got some supplies at the baker's and Hawes, and that'll do me for tonight. So yeah, no, I'm feeling good. I've completed 5 and I've DNF 3, so this will be another one. If I finish this, so hopefully this will be number 6 finish, hopefully, fingers crossed. And it's always varied, it's not the same race every year. Weather, terrain, you meet different people, it's always different, you know, and I like it. It's just become a habit, a bad habit maybe. I've got a place for January for winter, but I'm now thinking, with the weather that we've had for the last couple of days, can I be bothered coming back in January again? Probably wouldn't be much worse than what we've just had. Probably will still turn up.
Feeling fine, a bit tired, feet are aching a bit, but as you know, the ground conditions are absolutely terrible. Worse than winter, to be honest. At the moment, it's been going over the top of waterproof socks. Looks like it's going to be testing conditions this afternoon. Thunder and lightning storms, apparently. We'll see how that goes, but hey, it don't matter if you've got the right gear on, does it? One goal in mind, and that's touch the wall. That's all that matters, and enjoy it along the way.
Feet are done. Very tired.
Feet are sore. Well, they're going to be after the sort of the mileage we've just done. Going to a bit of an admin phase now. Get ready to go back out. Just do it all over again. That's the nature of the race. You know you've got to do that. That goes sort of into your admin phase really, where you just get the first thing you need to do is get your kit ready to go back out, and then sort yourself out. Actually, you know, it gets from checkpoint to checkpoint. Just take it one leg at a time. Hopefully, you know, you'll get to the end. But you've got to want to do it at the end of the day.
Break them down a bit.
Yeah, break it down into small chunks.
10-mile sections, 5-mile sections, whatever you got to do, because 47 in one go, can't do that. Can't do that.
ups and downs, to be honest. Last night was dreadful. Yeah, after a couple of hours sleep and some breakfast, change of clothes, feeling a lot better today, you know. Hey, this is my first spine, so just thought I've got to give this a go. Pushing myself to the limit. I do like to suffer a little bit, but yeah, again, it's just the enjoyment of it.
Yesterday I was in a bad way, had that rain, feet were a bit of immersion foot, it was quite difficult just to walk, but got in last night, got feet in a sort of bottle, tub of hot water, popped all the blisters, sorted my feet out, got 2.5 hours sleep, and then come out of the checkpoint quite a bit behind everyone else that's sort of in front of me, but I seem to be catching them all up, so it's definitely survival mode now. It's look 2 foot in front of you, navigate, eat, drink, and that's pretty much it. Like.
The bouldery bit, I don't know where it was, in the middle of the night, next to the river, all those major big rocks. That was the hardest bit so far, definitely. I was by myself and it was climbing and quite exhilarating.
The things I struggle with the most is being selfish, having to self-manage, when normally I in work I deal with lots of humans. I'm a parent, I'm a wife, and to actually have to be very focused and driven to get to the end is very different for me, but it's necessary, and it's been quite a journey from that point of view.
Good evening and welcome to Kirk Yetton. I am in the Border Hotel, and as you can see over my shoulder, we are ready to receive runners. Overnight tonight, we're going to see the winner of the Montane Summer Spine Challenger North. Now this morning, it started off looking like it might be a summery day, like those terrible weather conditions might have cleared. But of course, this is the spine race and it didn't last. It's been a very changeable day with some very, very heavy rain showers again, which is not what the fatigued runners needed at all. Despite the return of those rough conditions, Joe Horn has been moving well throughout the day. I've seen him twice in the last 12 hours. He's looking sharp, he's focused, he's lucid, and he has his eyes on the prize. It's looking like he's going to be the person that we see first overnight. He's currently at Blake Hope CP 5.5. Sam Harrison is in second. He's moving well also. He's consistent. He's got some niggles that are slowing him down, but he's extremely determined. The next dot you'll see down that particular race is Tom Adams, who's actually at the head of the MRT race. Emma Hopkinson is currently in third in the Challenger North, first woman, obviously. And George Lancaster is now third man. Debbie Stevens unfortunately dropped out over the course of the day today. Those wet conditions had turned her feet to mush, unfortunately. That now means that Fern Parker is in second with Lucy Pringle in third. In the full Montane Spine Race, Chris Cope is obviously still in the lead. Every time I've seen him, he is positive, he is focused, he genuinely seems to be having a fantastic time out there. He has a commanding lead at the moment over Jacob Hayes in second. Irene Kinahan still moving exceptionally well, just as chipper whenever she's seen along the course as well. She said she was really looking forward to seeing the Pennine Way in the summertime, and she seems to be making the most of every mile of that monster course. As for who is third male at the moment, it's sort of anybody's guess. There's a bundle of runners all running quite close together. They're currently in a section where there is not as regular updates on the trackers. So I am not going to commit to telling you who's in that third spot. It's going to be as much as a surprise for me as it is for you when they pop out the other end of that area. Second woman remains Rachel Price. She's just consistently kept pushing forwards all the way through. And Sue Straw is now in third after Louise Goddard was forced to retire earlier today. Now, you'd be forgiven for focusing on the front end of the race at the moment, what with winners and other athletes on podium spots, all arriving in Kirk Yetholm over the next 24 to 48 hours. But absolutely do not forget the runners further down the course. We currently have athletes spread way over 120 miles of the Pennine Way, and the runners further south are racing against time. They are racing against fatigue. They are racing against the grinding effect of mile after mile after mile of effort. Wish them luck. Keep following those dots. Remember, we have a messaging system there on the tracker as well, so you can send messages of encouragement and goodwill to those runners as they move up the course. Stick with us. There's a lot of Spine Race left to go.